Hey guys, sorry that my video is late. What's today? Wednesday? I was supposed to have it on Tuesday night, but I wasn't able to do it because I was having technical difficulties. But here's the video. I'm going to try to get my videos back on time how I used to do them. Back before I took my YouTube absence. But here it is. I just did this video. Well, I'm about to do it now. And my last video was 33 minutes. I'm going to try to get this one to be 20 minutes. That's my goal. Um, this episode of Raw, it was good. It wasn't as good as last week, but it was pretty good. It's from Cincinnati, Ohio. Before the show actually started, like an hour and a half before the show started, the Raw stage actually caught fire, which probably would have been scary if you've been there. I mean, I've had seats close to the stage, and when the opening power goes off, that's probably the most scariest experience I've ever had. But after a while, you get used to it if you go to the shows. When I first went there, when the power was there shooting up, I was scared because my seats are right next to the stage. That's when the next time I went, I had seats closer to the ring, so it wasn't that bad. But they do carry an extra set in you go if you ever went to a live event before, you see the WWE trucks outside the arena. They do carry an extra set stage just in case something like that happens. So they was able to replace the parts that were burned, and the show went on. Um, the show actually opens with CM Punk as he ended the show last week's 1000th episode by taking out The Rock. So he opened this show. He came out and basically said he was mad that The Rock didn't show him the respect that he deserved since he was the WWE champion. Um, and basically, like I predicted in all my videos, you have to go back and watch them. The CM Punk will face The Rock at the Royal Rumble 2013, January 2013. That's my prediction. You heard it here first. It will be CM Punk versus The Rock at the Royal Rumble. John Cena faces The Rock at WrestleMania. He didn't get the job done, so I think the two top guys on Raw are CM Punk and John Cena. So John Cena couldn't get it done. So I think CM Punk will face The Rock at the Royal Rumble. That's my prediction. And basically, then the Big Show comes out and he says that he helped Punk out, and he says basically that if it wasn't for him, that CM Punk still wouldn't have his WWE Championship belt. And then Cena comes running out and he attacks the Big Show. He was mad because Cena was kind of close to winning, but then CM Punk says he was close to tapping out. So we don't really know what would happen if the Big Show would have came running out. But CM Punk was close to winning the match, and the Big Show comes out. And then AJ comes out, and she reminds me of Eve. When Eve used to dress up. Why they keep taking all these women out of the Divas division when we don't even have that many Divas to begin with? When was the last time you saw a Divas match? Like, they're getting paid to do what? AJ comes out in a suit. Show Cena. And she basically says that it will be that later on tonight there will be a match, Show versus Cena at SummerSlam, and whoever wins will face Punk at SummerSlam. They've been promoting SummerSlam throughout the whole show. Like I said, the main match at SummerSlam will be Triple H versus Brock Lesnar. Like I predicted in my video, of course he's going to say yes to it. If you wonder why I'm reading, these are where I keep my notes at. When I watch shows, I do it on these blue pieces of paper. I used to use white paper, but I like the blue paper because it's more fun to write on, so I use this. So if you see me looking down, you know what I'm looking at. They promoted SummerSlam. They keep talking about Triple H and Brock Lesnar. They kept showing videos about it, blah, blah, blah. Then we had the first official match of the night was Santino versus Del Rio. He had these new black trucks with the gold, like, lightning bolt on the side. I liked them. They look nice. It was a good match, but Del Rio dominated throughout the whole match. He dominated the whole match. Del Rio looked good. He's a good wrestler. I mean, even after his injury, some people say he gets injured a lot. He was a good wrestler. He wins the match, and he basically says that he will not compete in another match until SummerSlam, which is in 3 weeks, I think, in LA. So for 3 weeks, he won't compete. We don't know. I don't know if that's going to be true or whatnot, but we shall see. And then they showed a video backstage of Dame Bryan standing outside AJ's door. She's the new Raw general manager. Had general manager on the door. He was just standing out there. He's about to knock on the door, but he didn't. And then we had Brodus Clay. He was dancing in the ring. And then Vicky comes out. She interrupts just before he's about to do the pyro out the ring, pyro blast. Vicky comes out. She starts dancing in the ring, which was funny to me. It was funny. It reminds me when Vincent McMahon was dancing with Naomi and I forgot the other girl that he dances with on Raw, Naomi, and I can't forgot. Vicky comes out. She dances, and then Damien Sandow comes out because he's mad because DX attacked him last week. Well, he asked for the attack last week, so it is what it is. Damien Sandow is really aggressive, but he really hasn't had an effect on me. Like, he reminds me of Chris Masters, but other than that, he doesn't really have an effect on me at all. He hasn't really made an impact on me. Like, I can't say I like him or I don't like him. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's too early to have an opinion about him so far. He's been here for at least 2 months though. But he attacks Brodus Clay. I don't see how Brodus Clay let him attack him, but he attacks Brodus Clay. He's just very aggressive. And then they cut backstage again. They show a video of Dame Bryan and AJ talking backstage. Oh yeah, I was wondering why Brodus Clay hasn't been on SmackDown for the past 2 weeks. I was just wondering why that. And Sin Cara hasn't been on SmackDown for the past 2 weeks, but Sin Cara has been on Superstars though. I don't know what's up with that. AJ and Dame Bryan were talking backstage. Trying to see what this is. Push match. Oh yeah, and she says that later on, Dame Bryan is gonna face Sheamus. AJ seemed kind of crazy right then and there. And then after that, it was like a contest on Twitter or hashtag, what kind of match you wanted. Hold on, let me check my battery. Okay, Twitter, and you have to go on Twitter and do this. And basically, the WWE Universe chose a street fight. So it was Shin versus Dame Bryan in a street fight. This was a good match, a good match. Could have been a little bit more violent, I guess, but because of the PG era. But it was a good match, though. I mean, they were all over the ring. It was a very physical match. They were using the steps, kendo sticks. The match went on for about 20 minutes. I mean, they were both good. I mean, they really impressed me. It was a good match. But at the end of the match, there was one point where the ring was in the steps, and Sheamus did the bro kick on Dame Bryan. He landed on the steps, and Sheamus was able to pull off the win with that. It was a good match, though. I liked it. And then after that, Dame Bryan wouldn't leave the ring. The WWE referees were in the ring, and he kept saying he had a broken neck. I'm not leaving. He kept yelling that. He basically became crazy. And then R-Truth and Kofi Kingston come out with Little Jimmy, and Dame Bryan attacks Little Jimmy and throws him out the ring. And of course, R-Truth goes running after him. Basically, Dame Bryan was holding the ring hostage. And then these men in white came out. And then AJ comes out. And basically, for the past 3 months, AJ has been a crazy one. But now, the whole story has flipped. Now, Dame Bryan is the crazy one. So, let's see where this storyline goes. It looks good so far. But now, Dame Bryan is the crazy one. So, they take him backstage. And then it was Titus O'Neil from Primetime versus Kofi Kingston. Primetime could be the new tag team. I think they're about 80% there. I think they have wrestling skills, but they don't really have a fan base. Not too many people. Like, sometimes they get a good reaction, sometimes they get a bad reaction. I think they're 80% there. They need to work 20% on it more, and they could be the next tag team champions. They really could. They just need a little bit more work. I don't know if AW helps them or he's holding them back. But Tyson O'Neil and Darren Young, they're pretty good. It was versus Kofi Kingston. I'm surprised Kofi lost the match. Kofi lost the match. I really was. But Tyson, it was impressive. And then we have CM Punk and Cena talking backstage. It basically, you know how CM Punk is. He says, "I don't wish you good luck" or something like that. Something, classy, CM Punk says. And then it was Heath Slater. Now, for the past week, Heath Slater has been facing WWE Legends into the 1000 Raw episode where he faced Lita last week. But this time he's sending out a challenge to any WWE superstar. And Randy Orton returns. This was like the highlight of Raw. Like, if the show would have ended after that, I would have been happy. Randy Orton came back. It was only like 2 minutes though, but I'm surprised they have him going against Heath Slater. But maybe since he was suspended for the wellness policy, he's going to have to start down here and work his way back up. It was good to see Randy Orton back. It would have been nice if he could have came back a week early and been on the Raw 1000 episode, but he's back. Hopefully he doesn't get suspended again. It was good. I mean, Randy Orton, like I said, he looked good in the match, nice shape. You could not tell he's been gone for 2 months. Like, watching that match, it didn't like he missed a beat at all. He won the match with an RKO, and that's probably was the best RKO I've seen in months. Maybe because he hasn't been there in 2 weeks, but that RKO was good. It's good to have Randy Orton back. Now, hopefully SmackDown will be a little bit more interesting now. And then we had a tag team match, Jericho and Christian versus The Miz and Dolph Ziggler. It was a 10-minute match. Jericho was good. Both of the tag teams were good. It was a good match. It was a good 10-minute match. But let me see. I wrote it down. Sometimes I write stuff down and forget it. But Jericho was able to pull off the win. And then at the end of the match, Dolph Ziggler hit Jericho in the back of the head with the Money in the Bank briefcase and knocked him out. I guess it was payback from last week when Jericho was on SmackDown with the Dolph Ziggler shirt, and he attacked Dolph Ziggler. So I guess that was payback. But Jericho was able to pull off the win. And then they show a video backstage of Daniel Bryan being evaluated by a psychologist. It was funny because they had an ink thing on a piece of paper where you have to evaluate. You have to tell the doctor what you think it is, and one of them was actually the goat face, and actually goat face was trending on Twitter. If you have a Twitter, you probably would know that. Then after that, we had Lord Tensai versus Tyson Kidd. I haven't seen Lord Tensai in a long time. I don't know. I think they should just fire him because, I don't know. Like I say in every one of my videos, bring back John Morrison. Tensai is just, I don't know. I don't really like him at all. Albert A-Train, I guess because they're trying to pass him off as another character. I don't like him. That's like trying to make The Undertaker come back as somebody else. Or making Stone Cold become a new character, or The Rock become a new character. Once you have a new character, I don't think you become another one. Unless you're Mick Foley, then you could be Cactus Jack and Dude Love. But he had all those characters at one time. He wasn't there as Mick Foley in 99, and then 2009 came back as Dude Love. They were all at the same time. Like, you can't be one person and then 10 years later come back as somebody else. So that's probably why he hasn't really had an effect on me, I guess. He went against Tyson Kidd. Tyson Kidd has been impressive. He used to be in the Hart Dynasty, and after he was in the Hart Dynasty, he kind of fell down a little bit. He was on Superstars, but he has been good. Tyson Kidd deserves a push. He lasted longer than I expected, even though I don't know why Lord Tensai is still in the contract. And Tyson Kidd has been good with Superstars. He's good. If he finds him a good partner, he can be another a good tag team champion, or he can be United States champion or Intercontinental champion. I say he's about 80% there also. Tyson Kidd, look out for him. He could be big in the future. He just need to work on his wrestling abilities, but Tyson Kidd has been working his way up the ladder. He's been good these past couple of weeks. And then after Lord Tensai won the match, he attacked Tyson Kidd again. He was mad because about a month ago, Tyson Kidd beat him in about under a minute almost. And then while Dan Bryan was backstage, Kane attacks him. We hadn't seen Kane the whole show, and then Kane attacks him backstage. And then for the main event, Punk came out ringside, and it was the Big Show versus Cena. It was 15 minutes. The match was 15 minutes long. The Big Show dominates for about 85% of the match. But John Cena did have his comeback. And there was one point where John Cena pushed the Big Show into the ring post. And he tried to run and jump on the Big Show. The Big Show moves. He jumps over the table and hits Punk, who's sitting in the chair. Takes Punk out. They both laid out on the floor. And then while Punk gets up, John Cena had the Big Show on his shoulders about to do the attitude adjustment, and Punk comes in and hits his knees. He falls. He basically costs John Cena the match. And then AJ walks out. Basically, she says that at the SummerSlam, CM Punk will face the Big Show and John Cena. It'll be a triple threat match at SummerSlam. So that's how the show ends. It was a good show. I liked it. I gave it a 9.7 out of 10. 9.7 out of 10. 1.5 because Rey Mysterio wasn't there. And 1.5 because there was no Sin Cara. So that's why I gave it a 9.7 out of 10. I thought this show was going to be really bad because last week they had DX, they had The Undertaker, they had The Rock. But this show is pretty good. So hopefully they keep all the shows stay on one level. They don't drop. They all stay consistent. It was a good show though. I liked it. It was good entertainment. So hopefully next week's show is as good as this week's was. So that's my Raw review for, what was that? 8/15? 8/15? No, 7/15. Why does, oh, no, my bad. I got the date wrong. For July 30th. I saw the 1 right there in my calendar. For July 30th, 2012. If you like the video, you can like it. If you dislike the video, you can dislike it. Leave your comments. You will get a response within 24 hours. Check out my channel. I did a SmackDown review last week and a Superstars and TNA review. And this week I'm doing a Superstars review again tomorrow. And then Friday I'm doing my SmackDown and TNA review. And over the weekend I'll do my Raw predictions video like I did last week. And you have to make sure to subscribe if you want to keep being able to see my videos